Welcome back to Movies Decoded. This is your source for movie and pop culture news. Today, we'll be discussing the highly anticipated follow-up to 2018's Venom, Venom, Let There Be Carnage. And don't worry, there are no spoilers ahead.
I have wishes to bestow upon you.
Venom, Let There Be Carnage is a sequel to a film that was quite entertaining, but certainly not the best comic book movie. Let There Be Carnage builds off of the plot of Venom, and definitely recognizes the absurdity of its characters and story better than that of the first film. Its ability to acknowledge the strangeness of the franchise is particularly interesting to view on screen. However, the film does get distracted by itself at times, often falling too deep into the weirdness of Venom. Let There Be Carnage follows reporter Eddie Brock and his alien symbiote Venom as they try to get along and live regular lives. However, their regular plans are interrupted by Cletus Cassidy and Francis Barrison, a serial killer who has bonded with one of Venom's offspring, Carnage, and a siren who is Cassidy's love interest, also known as Shriek. The plot of the film mainly revolves around the relationship between Eddie and Venom, but the origins of Cletus Cassidy and the love between Francis and him are also important to the development of the story. Venom and Eddie are almost polar opposites, and it's clear that they each want different things. This subplot of the franchise was only covered briefly in the first film, but it does feel like a crucial part of the series in this outing. Setting differences aside for the greater good of others and each other is the theme at the heart of Let There Be Carnage. A similar interaction can be felt between Francis and Cassidy, as they are not letting anything get in between their love. The film is quite romantic in general, in a creepy serial killer kind of way, of course. Unfortunately though, Let There Be Carnage drags on certain plot points unnecessarily, distracting itself from the larger picture. This is where the film fails to reach the standard that modern comic book movies have set. Let There Be Carnage's narrative lacks a full plot, and when tied in with the film's messy genre meshing and occasional inconsistent cinematography, the film's flaws become more visible to audiences. Fortunately, the talented cast of the movie does bring the film to its feet. Tom Hardy gives an admirable and emotional performance as Eddie Brock, and Woody Harrelson is especially chilling and intriguing as the deranged antagonist of the film. Michelle Williams and Naomi Harris as Annie Wayne and Shriek also portray interesting and complex characters on screen, oftentimes providing a sense of normalcy and reason behind the extremity of the movie, as well as helping advance the plot from the shadows. Something else worth mentioning is the film's incredible VFX and action. The fluidity and realism of Venom and Carnage's figures and movements are phenomenal, due to the directorial contribution of Andy Serkis to the film. Serkis is easily a legendary motion-captured actor and genius, working on franchises such as Lord of the Rings and Planet of the Apes. Outside of the VFX, the use of light in the film, as well as the scope of the camera, contributes to the overall enjoyability of the feature. Even the music selection of the movie is quite clever and relevant, with an awesome and sometimes bone-chilling score written by Marco Beltrami. However, even the directing has some flaws. Let There Be Carnage features some abrupt transitions between sequences and even tones. This of course comes off as choppy, and puts off the audience viewing the film. The movie also has pacing issues as a result of its other problems. Several scenes feel like fillers to increase the movie's runtime, and other times they feel like unnecessary gags that take away from the actual plot. Despite all of those issues, however, Venom, Let There Be Carnage is still an entertaining film. Its action may be some of the best VFX fight scenes to date, and its characters are still very fun to view on screen. Not to mention the killer post-credit scene that certainly makes the movie worth the watch. What did you think of Venom, Let There Be Carnage? Leave your thoughts and comments below, and like and subscribe if you would like to hear more from Movies Decoded. As always, you can check out more Movies Decoded content on YouTube right now.